somebody comes to you and says, I can't get any more money, what options do they have?
As a real estate investor? Well, what we find is, first of all, why can't you get more money as a real estate investor? There is a reason to why you're in that boat, and we call it hitting the financing wall.
Okay.
And when we sit down with a client and take a look at what brought them to this point, what we find is that either financing was not structured the right way. For example, some clients may have used more expensive vehicles to buy real estate compared to using more secured lower cost vehicles to buy real estate. What I mean by that is using non-secured lines versus secured lines of credit to buy, or using cash to buy. And when we run our ratios and calculate the numbers on an application for a lender, that client lending capacity becomes much lower than someone who has used cash to buy or have used secured lines of credit to buy. And very soon their lending capacity starts to get limited, and they would hit that wall. So it all depends on why, how have they acquired their properties so far, how financing was structured for the acquisition of these properties, and also if they cannot get financing, it could be because of a credit situation, it could be because their personal situation has changed. Maybe at some point they were employed, now they're self-employed, and they fall under different guidelines. So until we take a very detailed look at the income, the employment, the credit situation, and how financing has been structured across the property portfolio, we cannot pinpoint the reasons. But once we do so, we're able to say, okay, as a client, here is what you can do. Here are some alternative methods to structure your portfolio or financing to keep building wealth.
And because we also deal with a numerous numbers of lenders, like we said, you may hit a wall because you're working with your own bank, where with us you can also be working with our broker-friendly lenders. That doesn't necessarily mean you're going to be hit with a higher interest rate. It's just that there's different processes in place. So the definition of hitting a wall, it could be that you could be hitting a wall with your bank because of your bank, the way you're positioning. But when you're working with us as mortgage consultants, advisors, we definitely have a different array of different lenders that we can work with that will allow you to be able to work with different properties and not hit that wall.